Hello Taurus, thank you for joining me. Different clothes, different hat, different day. That's the way it goes. In this video, 3-card tarot for the sign of Taurus with a significator card, I hope, and then we will pull another 3 to get some more significance. And this is for the sign of Taurus in early June 2019. Okay, so what have we got? Yes, one felt I had a feeling we'd get a significator. Okay, and it's the Page of Cups reversed. Okay, so we shall get to that in a second. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the first of the 3 then is the 8 of Cups. Now we do actually have, there's quite a lot of cups going on in this spread. Okay, so we're talking about longings, we're talking about love, needs, that kind of thing. The emotions, intimacy, and I would say intuition to a large extent as well, actually. It's not, a traditional meaning of this card, the 8 of Cups, but, there's intuitiveness that's going to be the key to what's going on here as far as I can see. Okay, so we've had the Page of Cups, right, as a significator, and because she came up reversed, I'm going to say kind of don't let inexperience stop you, because in the Page of, let's bring her back, in the Page of Cups, if I put her the right way up for a second so we can see, she's got this fish in a cup. It's lovely, but she doesn't really know what to do with it. She hasn't kind of got the experience to really make it work. This tends to be a person around you who is kind of needy, but also, has got the other side of it as well, is perhaps very loving, is perhaps quite practical. That can actually be the case with this card. But there we are, because she's come up upside down like that, I'm going to say don't let inexperience stop you. The only way to get experience of a thing is to actually do it. This beset me when I first became a spiritual, well, when I first became a spiritualist medium who wanted to start working in churches. They only really wanted experienced people, and they're getting older and older, and eventually someone gave me a go. Anyway, 8 of Cups, the right way up, is the first card in this spread. Okay, now this tends to mean change when this comes in, and it's very often to do with leaving or feeling that you have to leave whatever it is that makes you comfortable, what makes life tick for you. And as uncomfortable as that can be, it's really about getting yourself into the right place, because every now and again in life, we line ourselves up and we're sort of happy as we're going along, and then, things don't work so well going into the future. And what's happened there is that some of what we're doing, some of what we've got around us, some of the influences in our lives no longer suit. Yeah, that's the bottom line. So at that point, we have to change tack a little bit, and only you are going to know which way to change tack. But this is the first card in the spread, Taurus. It's the beginning sort of position of things, okay? So we're talking about affairs of the heart a lot with the Page of Cups coming up there. We're now talking about kind of change and discomfort and that kind of thing. But we'll find some answers as we go on. Okay, let's see if we can have another card, please, to tell me a bit more about which way is that? If I start off with the deck upside down, all the reversed ones come out the right way up and vice versa. So make sure I've picked it up right. Okay, you tell me some more, please, about the 8 of Cups for Taurus in early June 2019. Tell me more, please, about the 8 of Cups for Taurus. Okay, what have we got? The 3 of Wands is here. Okay, now Wands, it's a fire sign suit, basically. And it would equate to the suit of clubs, I believe, if we're actually reading from a playing card deck, which you can read, actually. If you're a card reader and you've been wondering about trying a playing cards deck, do it. It's really interesting, and it does work. You'd be surprised how well it works. Anyway, 3 of Wands. Right, basically, don't just wait about passively for things, because... Well, Mr. White Rabbit here isn't entirely being passive, not really. He's looking at his watch because he knows, excuse me, he knows that certain things should be coming in. He's watching these ships coming in, and he hopes they're not just going to sail by. He hopes they're actually bringing something that he has invested a lot into, not just money, but a lot of himself as well. Now, what he's kind of worried about, and may to a large extent have forgotten, is that he has actually put a lot of work into this. So it doesn't necessarily follow that nothing's going to work out. It's very unlikely, actually, the way the scales of karma balance, that if you put a lot of effort into something, you'll never get anything back. Sometimes we put a lot of effort into a thing and it falls flat. That is very true, friends, but that's life, you know. Sometimes you've got to try several different things before you get one that works. And if you've put the effort in, whether this situation works out or not, things aren't going to be too bad. All right, so we're looking at this. This is the context card for the Eight of Cups here. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is showing, like, you know, possibly uncomfortable change, possibly the need to leave what no longer suits us. And this really is perhaps what needs to change, because this is where there's worry and there's concern, despite the fact that things could go and should go rather well because of the work that's been put in. I can't resist a little YouTube analogy here, actually. I started this channel about 12 years ago, and I live in a place where the internet just stops working. Sometimes for weeks. It's been known to stop for months at a time, quite often for days. I often struggle just to kind of get a 10-minute video up in a day. And for that reason, it's never really worked out. But something told me, you know, I put well, quite honestly, like the Three of Wands has come up enough times for me. Now, I know I've been putting enough work in, and that if I keep putting that work in, maybe something would improve. And quite suddenly, after working at it since 2007, around last October, I started getting thousands and thousands of views on one of my videos, and things have snowballed from there. I'm still not there. I still don't make any money out of it. And I'm still quite a long way from that happening, by the way. So get subscribing, tap that bell, don't miss anything, please. But it is actually starting to snowball. I can see it, and I have often been despondent and thought there was no point pursuing this because just people weren't going to get the chance to see the videos and that we wouldn't be able to connect. But, you know, it really, when I think about it, it had to start working sometime. There's about, I think that's getting on for 350 videos on the channel now, and yeah, I've learned so much as I've gone along, and if you just keep trying, it'll keep working. So if you're in a Three of Wands situation and it really doesn't look as if things are going to work out for you, then bear in mind that Three of Wands is telling you you have put the work in. You do have that possibility of moving forward. Okay, second card for Taurus in the main spread that came up is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have lots of cups in this so far, but certainly pentacles going on as well. So we're looking at situations around work, around how much you've put into a thing. But could this be relationships? I'm not doing this specifically as a relationships reading, actually, but because the significator was the Page of Cups, and there are so many cups in it, I'm thinking, you know, longings about love, longings about emotions, what you sort of need, what in terms of intimacy, all that is indicated here. But we're seeing work, 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 and it can be very hard work because sometimes relationships aren't working out for us because we're not really in the right place to have them. We'd like to have a good relationship, but we're maybe not in the right place. I was in a very bad relationship once, and I was quite lonely afterwards, but the last thing I wanted was another relationship. But before that bad relationship, I'd been like begging the angels to let me have a good relationship. And so I don't know, maybe it could have been a good relationship, but you've got to think about what you put in and what you have put in, okay? Because this card is really about the rewards of hard work, the Eight of Pentacles. It's well-dressed, kind of comfortable circumstances here and quite rich surroundings as well. We've also got a certain amount of red in here, so it's good to get up and go for it. But this is the rewards of hard work. And it also suggests, friends, being kind of hands-on, getting involved in things, doing a thing. Okay, so let's have some more significance on that card, please. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles for the sign of Taurus in early June of 2019. That's for early June 2019. A little bit more, please, for the sign of Taurus from the Eight of Pentacles card. Okay, and what we've got here is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, let's put them together so we can see. Right. So these two go together, and now we start to see some significance. Okay, work has reached a low ebb, basically, and this is when that's when this is the right way up. Yeah, work has reached a low ebb. Lots of kind of effort has gone in, but it's just not working. Get some new eyes on it, get some extra kind of input is what's being said. But it's come up upside down, and that gives us a bit of room for interpretation here. Now this is fluid energy, guys. All these interpretations, all these messages are really more about the way you're going to interpret them than the way I'm going to interpret them, okay? But I'm working with a spirit guide. I've been a psychic medium for a long time. I promise you I'm giving you that wisdom the way it comes, okay? But you know, fluid energy could mean different things to different people. It really could. So I am going to say that work seems to have reached a low ebb, although because this is reversed, you might have actually been putting a lot of effort in and not getting much done. That's what it really feels like, okay? So go back and kind of review things, certainly, but I wouldn't worry too much because this card is actually reversed. There's not that much then that you can really do in terms of reviewing the situation and changing your approach. It's a bit of a waiting game, this whole spread, Taurus. It is. Okay, so let's get on to the third card, and this is the Three of Cups. Very, very positive, actually. Although the Two of Cups is the sort of big relationship card, really. This one says a lot about relationships as well as the other things it talks about, which is basically an upward spiral of like-mindedness, you know, friends and people getting together who want the same things, who are prepared to strive and work for the same things. And look at all this low-hanging fruit that's come around them here as well. You know, this is a very positive card indeed, friends. It is the right way up, and it shows that things are going in a very positive direction. But it can, excuse me, be very short-lived with the Three of Cups, because this energy that brings people together so well is actually very, very intense, and people just can't go on forever putting that much effort into things. Everyone would, have a heart attack or something. Okay. So let's find out where we're going with that. Okay, another card, please, to tell me some more about the Three of Cups for Taurus in early June 2019. Okay, and we've got number 14, Temperance, but it's reversed. Okay, reversals, they really kind of stretch my mind, they do, but that's sort of what it's all about, I guess. Number 14, now Temperance comes up just before the Devil, actually, so it kind of shows that things are getting moving, and I don't mean the Devil in a bad way. If that concerns you, it might be worth you Googling the meaning of the Devil in Tarot, which is not actually, it's like the Death card, which doesn't mean that people are going to die, you know. Okay, wisdom, balance, and the feeling that you can do it. Well, you can do it, Taurus, okay. But because this card has come out upside down, I'm not going to say you can't do it, because I feel very strongly that you can, but it's about wisdom, it's about balance. Maybe those things aren't going the right way. Maybe those things are kind of slightly cocked. It can happen. But when it does happen, it's on the way to things improving. It's on the way to a better day and better things, okay? Now, throughout this reading, Taurus, we've seen a lot of emotional need, and we've seen roughly where good can come back in from, okay? And just being able to see that good can come back into the situation is really a springboard to going forward and making the most of that, because it is all about forward motion. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Oh, I must wash my hands. It's lighting the fire, does it? See, it's still too cold in UK at the moment. Okay, so thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe and tap that bell, please, so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, we'll share the journey. Thanks, Taurus. Peace. Goodbye.